Hello guys, in this video I'm going to talk about some tips regarding not tone but soloing, okay? Guitar solos. I think this should be interesting due to the fact that we are doing a jam session, and I think all your solos are great, but I have some tips for some of you, not all, some of you regarding the solos. And what I have to say is, let me check out some stuff. Let me tell you some stuff that I usually what is this? That I usually don't do in any solo. Let's start first off with this typical approach, which is you have like a, let's say, a A minor chord. Sound is only from the camera. Some people have a tendency to start a solo like if the major, if the root note it's here, you're gonna use the pentatonic scale, right? But don't do this. Don't start here, because when you start here, immediately you're just showing that you know your scale. It's not that you cannot do it, but it doesn't sound good, okay? Okay, this is the first one. Usually I start around the G string and go up for the most part of the intro of a solo. Depends on the song, but for the most part it's like this. And leave space between stuff. Let it go. Wait a second or 2 seconds. Wait again, don't overplay, alright? It's all about feeling hard and not just seem like Santana, shredding stuff, okay? Another thing that I want to mention is stick with the phrase, repeat it. It's very important, make a point, you know, like. And then small variations from that phrase. Then proceed to other phrase, and you can do the same thing, which is basically repeating the phrase with different ending. First one. Okay, very important as well. Also, vibrato is one of those things in bands that really, I think it's what defines a good guitar player. Not that I am one, but from a guy that can do, you know, all the third thing is warm up. We go not third, fifth thing or sixth. So it's vibrato and the bending, you know, you gotta have a good bend. To be able to vibrato, I tend to vibrate slowly on this kind of stuff, more soul. You know, it's very important. If you hold the note and stay there for a while, and use all the techniques that you know, slide. And then the attack with the pick with your right hand. Sometimes I do that approach like John Mayer or other guys, like they go into all the strings, but you just hear one string, right? See Ray Vaughan, not John Mayer, that's after. This kind of stuff. Always important to add to a solo. Use shapes like this. I think it's called double stop, something like that, I don't know. And don't stick always to the same thing. Or even Stevie Ray Vaughan. Oh. So you want to be a Stevie Ray Vaughan clone, sort of speaking, you know? or any other guitar player. My influences are very, very Joe Satriani, so I tend to, when it's faster stuff, I tend to do a lot of legato. Because it's easier for me than picking all the notes, you know. And about the thing I've talked before, warm-up exercises, very, very important. I used to do like this spider thing, very simple. Then go all up the neck. Or just practice scales. But I never practice the scales in this way of just practicing the scales by itself. I try to make phrases even when I'm practicing. If I maintain this tempo and this relaxation on my right hand and left hand and right, it all comes together after half an hour, I think. Then you can do stuff that you probably will think, how did I did that? And you probably will never repeat it again. Just kidding. Don't play just vertically, play diagonally, you know? By this I'm doing just a phrase here in the key of A minor with a pentatonic, minor pentatonic, which is basically just always the same octave. You could also incorporate chords like. Kind of like playing chords and melodies at the same time. So these are very important aspects if you want to sound like a professional and not just shredding all over the place. I don't know what to do next, and always leave you know, the artist parts to the chorus, sort of speaking, you know. Know your scales, you know. Usually I'm mixing. Every time I do this kind of solos, I'm mixing the pentatonic with the minor scale, so that you have the pentatonic, then the minor, sorry, then the blues, and I throw these extra notes, which is actually a C major scale, okay? If you mix them both together, not in a straight blues, you cannot do that, it sounds really bad. This is really straight. But if you're doing a ballad like Gary Moore, so you can out of the box this note, but it stays good because it's an E major. I hope I'm making some sense with this video. Stop, breathe, you know, let the note ring. Soften your pick. Make a point and go back, relax. Use octaves. They all sound good and make you feel like you're playing jazz. Like this. Instead of doing, if I do this to every note that I have, it's like playing, it's very simple. The approach, the good three go when you used to, when you pick a note, slide it to where you want, and then just bend the note. You know, kind of Pink Floyd stuff. Those. I said Pink Floyd, then I played Santana. But you know what I'm getting with this. You know? So play slowly, let it breathe, repeat some patterns, shows confidence, let it breathe again because it shows more confidence, strike hard when you need to. Just don't have to be like shredding all over the place in the chorus part. Just change pickups. For example, I'm using the neck pickup, then went to the bridge. Sometimes it's better to do this than shredding all over the neck. And this guitar is not really meant for shredding. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed these small tips, and that's what I have for today. Cheers!